This is the INO podcast where we're all about healthy debate, honest conversation, and talking beer junk. Information, knowledge, observation.
This is the INO podcast, information, knowledge, observation. Also, I know nothing. Big up on Malik Kofi. And big up on Malik Romar. And to the very far left is Malik Maurice. Just say something, although the boy can't hear you say it. This is the first podcast that we've done since the Alexa podcast, and I think it did well. I think.
Yeah, we got issues across.
Issues.
We got our conversation across and our questions out.
What I appreciated, what I wanted from the Alexa podcast, I wanted to hear what heterosexual Christian people that watch the podcast thought. And I got a lot of, like, I didn't ask them. They came and told me what they thought about it, and they enjoyed it, and they enjoyed her, and that's basically what I wanted to get. Because that whole conventional way of looking at people and thing, you know, maybe evolve from that.
I got a lot of people that I would have deemed homophobic.
Yeah.
Like, asking questions about the podcast and thing.
Safe.
Which I thought was, interesting. Like, people opening up, for lack of a better term. Becoming more aware is what you
Yeah. No. But open up it still makes sense too, though.
I don't think the questions they ask is opening up. Oh. They just are not aware that.
Okay, safe.
Something's amiss.
Safe. But enough things happened since then, because I think it's like 2 weeks that we in
shoot.
Yeah, we in shoot. People in the paper talking junk.
Every day.
What Dennis Kelman say? Dennis Kelman said that BLP is soup called chicken gun.
I don't remember what he said. I don't want to change this about.
DLP.
You saw whatever that Ronald Jones said. The children demented.
Yeah.
You saw that video. Like someone was like impersonating him. I think my reason is 10 balls for somebody to say what he said. The person named themselves Donald Bonesby. It was the funniest thing I've seen on Facebook for a while.
Well, that was ever since.
I saw Mosey post it like today.
Alright, I got to check that. But them is giving me real material to work with.
Yeah,
though,
they do.
I
swear, this government is the most bold government in history.
It's hilarious, honestly.
It is.
It's hilarious.
I'll be doing that more, but
exactly. But just
we can get there, I guess.
I guess so. And also the sex dolls came out.
Man, we can talk about that now or later.
What do you feel with sex dolls?
What do you feel with sex dolls? I read someone post, right? I'm not saying I say this for people slay me. Someone post. You don't want me cat call.
Right.
Well, I don't read the DMs.
Right.
I don't we got sex dolls.
So what we got? What we supposed to? What we got?
I read that and laughed so because it's true.
I can see sex dolls being an issue though.
An issue for who?
Women. If you got a girl, right? And you buy a sex doll.
That can't happen. Let me
ask you a question.
That can't happen.
If you got a girl and you buy a sex doll behind her back, is that a horn?
That's a horn.
That's a horn?
That is the worst horn.
I can see how a woman could frame that as a horn.
That is worse than a soft horn, Marcus.
Oh, so she there in my closet all the time. I there in my bed and she looking at me through closet. I can see.
Wait, all right. I shouldn't say so. I asked this question already. I know every time the sex doll thing come up, is it making love or is it masturbation?
Nah, I'm making love.
That's what I'm saying. That's a horn. If you got a flashlight down the horn, you just pay it to a jerk off spectacular.
Right, and it's small, so but then the body.
But then no, the fact you got a body and like a face, and these things are realistic. These things have faces. I watched a video at CES 2018, which is the Consumer Electronics Show. This sex doll was talking to the man, having a conversation. Talking to the man, like just asking questions.
So like a built-in Siri kind of thing.
Yeah, like it was a conversation happening, and they had a voice, and it was laughing, and the face was moving, and it was like, no, this is no longer masturbation.
So I gotta ask you, you gonna buy one?
Nah.
Why? Price?
Yeah, but nah. Nah, I don't know. I don't appeal to me. It really doesn't appeal to me.
All right,
but the flashlights, I would take a flashlight as a gift. That thing's really expensive too. My hand has been doing me so. I've never felt inadequate. Like I need something extra.
Maybe you don't even know what they be. Maybe when you try the sex doll, you even walk about the hand.
But nah, cool. I really am okay.
All right.
So you want sex doll me?
I've been ready for years. I didn't even know about it. And
so you're making love with this sex doll. Like you can come home and like charge with the battery and have dinner and talk to you.
This is my girl, B. Especially if it's that price, that's my girl. That's basically my girl.
Nah, like, no,
That's my girl though. Anyway, but we can get back to that though, because when we bring on our guests, we will probably mention that. Not to mention Valentines kind of, we can talk to people about that. But I did want to address something going back to the transgender thing. It's so early into 2018, and you had a think piece written about us, I guess.
Which
I don't even know how to interpret if that's good or bad.
I felt great. I felt like, well, people are watching the podcast.
Oh, okay,
like,
yeah.
This has made such an impact in someone's life. They sat down and type a thesis. This man don't sit down and type a 2,800 word essay with points, a introduction, the body, a conclusion.
My thing is, right, it was so well written that I couldn't even be mad at it. It was so good. It was so well. It was so good. I was jealous of how good the man wrote.
I was jealous, B. I was like, this man is speaking his mind and he's speaking it clearly, and I understand his point. I disagree.
Yeah, and it was fair and balanced because he spoke about it.
B, the man give positives and negatives about the podcast. He had me blown away.
Who in 2018 gives positives and negatives?
Who does that? I disagree with you, and this is why I disagree with you.
Exactly.
Full stop.
Okay, so the person I gotta call his name because he did it's good and I want people to check it out. It's Andwele Boyce and it's Rants and Reasons. It's called CaribbeanNewsService.com. So as soon as you see that, you will see Rants and Reasons with Andwele Boyce. I thought it was really good. However, right? First thing, I understand what he's saying, and I understand everything that. Yes. So let me talk to Andwele directly. When you watch the transgender podcast, basically, I think he was looking at it from an advocate and activist perspective that supports the movement. We're assuming, right? Right. And they got some things that. Okay, you call me an irreverent provocateur, which I found.
Which made me Google what. I was like, he said what?
Which is interesting, and it equated me to Charlemagne. I'm not as smart. I'm nowhere close to being.
I told that as a real that comparison he made of the us and the Breakfast Club. I was like, yo, actually.
I can't be mad at that. Yeah, I guess I can be. I guess I can be mad at that. But then. Here's my question to Andwele, right? When people go and look at the article, here's my question. What is equal treatment? What exactly does equal treatment entail? I was under the assumption that equal treatment meant that treat people like I want to be treated or treat people with a certain level of respect all across the board, no matter where you come from, what you do. But it seems like activists nowadays, and I'm not going to say Andwele per se, although...
I don't think you should continue saying activists.
It seems like people nowadays that stand up for minority groups, it doesn't seem like they want equal treatment. It more seems like they want preferential treatment. And you can't have both. You can't have special treatment and equal treatment. So basically what Andwele was saying was when she came here, Alexa, we should have treated her with a certain level of reverence that other people didn't get simply because of where she came from, the struggles she went through, the minority group she's a part of, and certain topics that we should go through with her need to be spoken in a certain way, as opposed to, because with a level of sensitivity.
That too, like, my main issue was from reading the article, I could greatly assume that this was the first and only episode of the podcast he viewed.
I think, he said he watched others.
He did say so?
He watched others. But that's my thing.
Which confuses me greatly, no, because...
He said he watched the one with Cachet,
Yeah, you're right, he did say that.
Right. But okay, my thing is this. The podcast is basically us talking about each other's genitals, right? Oversharing, right? Talking about different things in a way that there is no level of, if you want to say reference, it's not a level of reference. It's a casual conversation. But yet, some people will probably agree with the article and say that when speaking to certain people, you have to speak to them a certain way. Listen, in my opinion, right? I am under the assumption that I do not judge someone based on their circumstances, one, and two, where they came from. I judge you based on the package you present to me in the moment. I judge you based on your ideas, your character, your personality, your opinions, and from there we will vibe, which is exactly what happened with Alexa. No, I don't know how, like, people want, I don't know if it's that they want me to see these people like as part of a social group that is oppressed, or to see her as Alexa Strauss-Hoffman, right? Which is what I thought we were supposed to do, right?
That is where equal treatment comes in.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to treat you like, I don't know, a frail individual because you went through hardship.
Yeah, and it's like there are two things I wanted to get from the podcast. One, that people that are heterosexual that watch the podcast that are conventional, whatever, they realize that Alexa is more like them than they think she is, right? But I also want people that support these minority groups that they aren't as fragile as you think they are. Alexa could take a joke. Anybody could take a joke. People understand context and tone of voice and jokes and how jokes work and whether it's and even if you're joking about something, you could still not take away from the gravity of the situation, right? You can still understand the seriousness of the situation. You get what I mean?
It do. My thing is too, like, he had an issue with some of the questions that we asked, but
right.
I have literally never met a transgender person in my life.
Right.
How else do I find out information?
Yeah.
From a transgender? It's like you. I have a literal person who is transgender. I would like to ask a question. I'd like to find out information. Why would I then wait to go home and Google?
Yeah.
It's like if I want to find out something about Marcus and Marcus is next to me, I'm not going to check his Twitter feed. I'm going to ask Marcus. So why is because it's something personal?
Right.
Which, if that's the case, this podcast is mainly genitals.
Right.
That's all about. That's it. Shafat and genitals.
Whether it's me talking about when I was soft after I had sex with a girl and she made comments to me that I thought were hilarious, whether it was you talking about how you send your dick pics to your friend to vet first, whether when it was Erin came on and her embarrassing moment involved a period and a sneeze, right? I'm not going to get into that. We talk about our genitals. That's number one. Number two, I have never met anybody, right, that would willfully or may possibly cut off a fully functioning penis. I've never met any. So I have to ask about it.
I was born with my penis, and Jesus Christ, this thing is amazing, though.
Exactly. So the thing is, I'm not judging her for it. I'm just very curious, and I never get to ask someone that again. Because if in 26 years I never met anybody to ask the question, when next again happen?
Exactly.
Right.
You got to take these opportunities as they come.
Right. So I mean, so going back to this whole thing about the irreverent provocateur, I understand why you said it, Andwele, but this is the thing about being provocative. The truth is provocative, right? There are certain, and if I had to go into conversations with my first priority not offending the person that I'm speaking to, the conversation will only go so far. There are some conversations that they're just provocative. They're very, very sensitive, but they're necessary. When Alexa came on and she spoke and explained about her dating experience, and she said some men literally do not know what trans is. They don't know what it is, and then the awkward experience happened with her when she was, about to be intimate with a fella, whatever. And I'm saying, if we do not have these conversations, people ain't gonna know. Exactly. So I mean,
some man that into a trans woman can watch this podcast and go, "Oh shoot, I didn't know they could still," what I mean?
Possibly, but I know that my tone is sometimes come across the wrong way. But Andwele, I highly respect you for the piece you did.
For real.
And I encourage everybody to go and comment and give your opinion on it, whatever.
Share his piece too, because it was a really good read.
It was a very good read. Big up Molly Andwele. And so back to sex dolls and jerking.
Once again, this is all the podcast.
But yeah, okay. So the guest today is a friend that I met through broadcasting, and we do have a project coming up. But I don't like to say things unless I sit in the room and it's happening. So I ain't gonna mention much more about it. His name is Kane. Malik Kane is gonna come and talk to us about a whole bunch of things. One being Valentines, because he's the love guru, as people say. So we can take a second break. I'm bringing Kane. You gotta come through. All right, Kane.
Marcus.
Kofi.
All right, so Kane, I don't know if you got the background, but you was beyond Hot every week, right?
97.5, not Starcom Life, 97.5,
which is
the gospel station. And I'm on there with Dennis Charles.
He's a Christian.
Yes, I'm a Christian. I'm a child of the Lord.
What time are you on?
Oh man, what time that is? That is from 8:30 to 10 p.m.
You're literally, this is weird because my mom listens to that station every night, every day.
Every Wednesday.
Yes, you got a question.
Well, that means occasionally this man's voice is in my ears. This is weird.
Okay.
But it's first her show, then it will guest appear off and on it.
All right. So before we get into things, we used to go on there and talk about love, and you have been called the love guru, correct?
The love doctor, the love guru, the doctor with the prescription for love.
Why do people call you that?
I guess because I'm knowledgeable in what I talk about.
So how you get knowledgeable? How much what's your body count?
Very high. All right,
You like Hitch?
yeah.
You ever Hitch with Will Smith, right? But wait,
Right, but
how you is Hitch on a gospel station?
I was just waiting between this nonsense.
well, I'm first a human being, you know, and even Christians, you know.
Still, how you talk about this on the gospel station? They just tell the man what to do, and then the man is like, but remember God?
No, it doesn't work like that. We don't necessarily bring Christianity into it because at the end of the day, we're dealing with people. You're dealing with human beings first. So then she will go to the topic today. Let me say the topic is about romance. So we say the topic is about Valentines. She will bring me in to get a male's perspective on the situation. Because in the case like that, no, you know, women want to tell men how a man supposed to behave, how men this thing. Which is a world of crap.
Go on.
You said
Because
that.
if you really want to know how a man thinks, what goes through a man's mind? Who's the best person to ask?
Yeah, man.
There you go. So I will go on the show and give my perspective from a man's point of view. Now, it's not to say that it's the gospel, but after being on this earth for 31 years, I think I know what it is to be a man, right?
So
Chances are.
Chances are.
So you single now?
No, I'm not single. I'm in a relationship. But I know where you're getting at. But you don't need to be in a relationship to give advice. You just need to know what you're talking about, and it helps if you got experience too.
Before you go on, what are your beliefs on Christianity? Because you know, say that you got real bodies, and I assume that, even if you don't got enough bodies, you had sex before marriage. So how Christian are you, Ken?
I'm very much Christian, but again, I'm first human. Christians make mistakes.
When you say you're born again, or that you just sometimes...
I want to say I'm born again because...
You just born.
I was never a Christian. I was never baptized as a Christian.
Okay. But you just follow the teachings of Christ.
I follow the teachings of Christ. I don't believe in this thing. There's no such thing as a born again Christian, but you're born again in Christ.
So you get baptized.
He said...
I got baptized last year, February 19th.
But you still out there doing things.
It's the first a human being. You probably
Yeah, you still with that big man. I always go to tell God, so when you go to pray against tell God, so I was
no,
but
understand. If you're making it your business to go out there and do these things, then that's being hypocritical. Now, mistakes do happen. So if it's a situation you go out there and temptation get the best of you.
So every time you have sex,
it's a mistake, basically.
I'm first a human being.
That's the name of the
I'm first a human being. Yeah. Okay.
I am dead.
So what about like other Christians? Would you advise Christians in terms of sex to like wait till marriage and thing, or you don't believe in that?
No, I would advise them to, if they can, have sex after marriage.
You real loose with this thing, though.
I can't tell.
If you can, do it. If you can't, just fool.
But I didn't say that. But
this fool is wrong. You ain't gonna
I can't tell people what to do, but I can tell them what the Bible says, and the Bible promotes sex after marriage.
This podcast taking a turn I didn't really expect.
What I mean?
It's getting real religious real fast.
But okay, it's
like this ain't really the same thing, but it's like somebody asked me, "What do you think of gay people? If I hear them as a Christian, if I hear them," I told the person, "Well, first of all, I don't hear gay people that never do me nothing.
Right?
You understand? I like all people, including gay people. What I do not like or support is the lifestyle."
So okay,
I can't tell, and it's not my position to say I don't like this gay person, that gay person, whatever. But they can say, well, like, hey, as a Christian, the Bible does not condone that.
So would you tell them that, would you give them the excuse that they're just human beings too?
Well, they are human beings.
Right. So that
the question of why they became gay is another story now.
I mean, why they became gay?
Everybody don't become gay for the same reason.
Become gay?
And
Do you become gay though?
Say that again?
Do you become gay?
I don't believe that because, okay, when you're born, you don't born knowing who you are. You're born naked in this world.
Mm-hmm.
You are born innocent.
Mm-hmm.
So let me say you're born somewhere along the line, a boy, perhaps even a girl too, was molested by the same sex at the age of 5. Or between the age of 5 and 7, that plays on the child's mind. And as they grow, that's in their subconscious. And then all of a sudden, they're coming with this story. Oh, when I was young, I felt like something else.
So,
Give me a break. You felt like something else.
but wait, but you can you blame them if their traumatic experience shaped who they are today?
No, you can't blame them, but there are always avenues to deal with those problems. The ultimate problem is that when I believe, and this is coming from gay people who told me the story, so this ain't nothing I'm just saying down and conjure my head like that there. I believe sometimes, especially men, they are not given the forum or the opportunity to talk about situations that happened in the past, even to their own family, because society doesn't allow it to happen. I have known guys, a popular guy actually, who was molested at a very young age actually. And he never told his mom about it.
Okay.
He never, because he was embarrassed.
Is he gay?
Yeah, he is gay actually.
But in terms of what you just said about yourself and you being promiscuous in the past and things saying that you made mistakes.
No, that was not one of them though.
Okay, but do you put them on the same level that you made mistakes so everybody can make mistakes too? Or do you say promiscuity is more acceptable than something else like that? Because your tone changed when you were talking about that as opposed to when you were talking about just, things happen for you, mistakes, but I'm still a Christian. You don't hold them to the same standard.
I put everybody in the same standard. No, you may find it's fun by being your first human, but check this here. There's nothing wrong with making mistakes, but there's something wrong with when you are making it your intention to go out there and doing these things and then calling it a mistake.
But when you was that sex with your girl, King?
You actually asked me this here live.
Yes.
But yeah,
sex is a normal thing.
In this scenario.
Yeah, in this scenario, yes. I want to know if do you every time you have sex with her, it's like oops, it's in again.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Oh my God,
like it's a
please.
mistake.
Well, we have been intimate a couple times after being baptized.
Oh, so you don't have sex frequently?
No.
So it's just so every time it's literally been a mistake. Oopsie.
No, not every time.
Oh, there he goes, slipping in again.
It's never a mistake with her, but temptation can get the best
We just
of
don't
me.
But that's the same thing. But that's the same thing with people that are gay too, though. They cannot help the fact that they're attracted to the same sex. So then, I hear that.
That's why I was asking you if you're saying you become gay. Because I don't think I became straight.
Let me show another way how some people become gay, right? You're saying every day you watching the media, you're seeing Kate and Jennifer on TV. Every time you watch a television series, you seen a gay.
I already disagree with everything.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on. For example, that television series, Young and Hungry. There's a gay fella on it.
You watch a lot of crap, man.
Why is that?
But check this here. When a person's mind is weak, you know what's gonna happen? I wonder what I was like.
All right, but so why is it so
then
difficult
you may
to
say
turn?
promiscuous, but you start to ponder, so you want experience now.
Okay. All right.
So media has a lot of influence in the way how people think.
What do you think led to your promiscuity before you got baptized? Or did you not become promiscuous? You were just promiscuous.
Watching Californication and then some pictures, things like that. All right, you know.
Watching 2.5 Men and seeing
Exactly, Charlie Sheen. You get AIDS, you know, from promiscuity. You know that he.
All right, let me talk.
All right, go on.
Well, I'm a man with urging needs. And the only way I can fulfill those needs
Is askvideos.com.
Is what?
I got two options. I could go to Pornhub.com,
Right.
or get a girl.
Or get sex dog.
But right.
See?
And for the,
But I mean, like you're saying, you have these.
You're trying to say that.
You said you have these urges, right? Don't I'm a straight man in 2017, which is kind of lucky. Don't you think that these gay men might got urges too? You're saying they become gay. I still want to know what you mean by this become.
Because you do not wake up born know who you are.
Right. So
there's no possibility you can just say, oh, I had this feeling from most, and a lot of gay men, I'm not going to tell you this, most gay men that become gay were molested at a very
I will have a.
This thing plays.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right, I ain't want to come from that. I can't see wrong thing, but I still. I've
not
never.
liberal.
True.
Podcast?
I was gonna say that, like, honestly, from asking, only from the few gay people I've asked, it seems so.
I think that there's a correlation. I don't think that causes them to be gay.
Right.
Though. I don't think it causes.
What do you think causes them to be gay?
I don't think it's a
you're
cause.
born if you're born gay. Okay.
Like, do you remember when you became straight?
I can. All right, check this. I can understand if you're born with, both a penis and a vagina. Mother Nature didn't invent the way it was supposed to go. Then that's something different. But if you're born with a penis, you're born with a vagina. Your hormones working the way it's supposed to, whereas
But that doesn't go hand in hand though. You could born with a penis and got a ton of estrogen.
So how you know that
naturally.
how you know that you ain't gay?
How I know that I'm not gay? Because I'm not attracted to men.
It's
rather simple.
What do you mean? What are you talking
There was
about?
never a day where I thought, yeah, the boy, man.
But Ken, I have to say, what you're saying is not true. That people are born gay.
People are not born gay.
People are born gay.
Do you remember when you became straight?
If you remember when you became straight?
Yes. Do you remember there was a point in your life where you was like, yeah, girls?
Yeah, I think it was in
Okay, well that's odd.
primary school. I can remember actually. I was in infant's ear, and the first girl I ever kissed, I was 8 years old in the bathroom.
I don't love Guru. He was a hoe for years, though. He was a hoe for years.
That is your wrong life.
Obviously. You gonna get baptized twice. You gonna get all that sins gone.
I hold that water for me.
That's a lot of water. Man.
That water dirty. Murky, dirty water. Anyway, but homosexuality is seen in the animal kingdom, all kind of thing. It's a natural thing. It just either you're gay or you're
So you believe people are born gay?
Here's what I do believe. I believe that people are born gay, yes, but I also believe that there are some people that have proclivity for exploring different things that they may not. There are some people that are like, for example, trendy bisexuals. Right?
Let me
They're sexually explorative people, but they may not be thing. But there are people that are born gay. There's some people that are born bisexual.
You don't remember in every school. You don't remember like a guy that in your primary school you just knew he was gay.
Yeah.
I don't think he became gay. There was a transformation period. This is like before you were aware of sexuality. This man is just more feminine than the rest.
I don't recall that.
Really?
Where at school?
St. Paul's Secondary School in the Garrison.
No, St. Paul's. No, primary school.
St. Paul's.
St. Paul's.
His name's St. Paul's Secondary?
St. Paul's Primary.
Oh,
and then
you know
Garrison
St.
Secondary.
Oh.
So let me answer a question, Marcus.
Mine was born at like 13.
I am dying, Joe.
Yeah. I hear it. I listen to that.
So, in your opinion,
No opinion, fact, but yeah.
all right, in your opinion, that you think is factual, you would say some people are born gay, right?
It's fact, yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
Why does the Bible condemn it, one? Why was a whole nation burned for it?
But the Bible was written like 2,000 years ago.
But that's not the question.
It was not even 2,000 years ago.
But no, but
the books the Bible that you're quoting were literally written so many years ago that you cannot sit down here and quote it as factual events. I'm not saying I disagree with some of what the Bible says, but you can't sit and say Sodom and Gomorrah was literally burnt for that sole reason. And then if you look at the books that were left out of the Bible, like the books from the Apocrypha, I pronounced that wrong. But if you look at the other books, it says that Sodom and Gomorrah was so much more than that. And then
it was a lot of
there was a lot of other
deviance,
stuff, so you can't say it was burnt because of homosexuality.
Yeah.
And then, as Marcus said, homosexuality is alive in the animal kingdom. So that's like saying all monkeys should not exist because you see two monkeys both once.
But also I can say that in the Bible back then there was necessarily no such thing as science because they didn't really use scientific methods to know certain things, right? So they were just going by observation. Whoever looked bad, just they deem us bad, and they just deem us deviants or demons or just whatever. Now that we have more information, how many thousands of years later, we could then say that some of these things are natural, right? And we've culturally evolved to the point now that we are more accepting of whatever.
You eat bacon?
I love bacon.
The Bible condemn eating meat with the animals that got cloven and shoes or something like that.
The Bible
Pigs.
said that?
Yes.
Tell me, Chris.
Leviticus. I have it written on my iPad from last podcast, coincidentally.
The Bible condemn bacon or meat?
The meat from a pig and any other unclean animal. Shrimp,
Scavengers
crabs,
of the earth.
yes.
Right. So what do you think about that, Ken?
Pigs are scavengers.
Should we eat pigs or no?
Are you going to say you eat turkey bacon?
Or do you think are you are we going to use that same that we're all human beings argument for that? Right.
Well, this ain't time to be political, but you do eat bacon, so you left for that.
All right, cool.
I just think personally, like, you shouldn't pick on. I'm not like obviously live your life. Like, do you think you're obviously doing good? But I don't think it's fair to bring the Bible in the argument and then pick and choose.
No, because all right, check this here. Despite all that you said, it doesn't change the fact that the Bible condemn.
But the Bible condemn getting
enough
wrong
things. Yeah, the Bible condemn real
some
things.
weird things. The Bible condemn
enough things. So I mean,
and is the Bible wrong for condemning it?
Look,
I don't think
comparing 2017, where I can literally message my ex-girl, and who studies in China, comparing this time period to a time where people were killed because it was night.
Yeah.
I don't think it's fair to compare our lifestyles. It is.
That shirt
is probably polyester. You can wear polyester in the biblical times. That was a sin.
And furthermore, Ken, if you do, to answer your question, I believe that if you do that, you have to remain consistent and condemn everybody.
Yeah, everything.
Anything that's in the Bible.
Start stoning people.
Right, exactly. So, all the weekend day.
And as Christ said, he would that he who is without sin cast the first stone.
Right.
Let me tell you, I can't cast off first.
Exactly. So
I can't cast the first stone.
But no, I'm not condemning anyone.
But you're condemning what they do.
You're disagreeing.
Right.
I don't think he's condemning.
I'm
not
condemning no one. I just may not support the lifestyle or what they do.
I just don't like the justification that you're using to talk about them and nine else. But anyway, I guess we could.
As a man, that I personally believe in Christian beliefs and methods, but I still think that
you believe in Christ.
Yeah.
But you don't believe in the Bible.
That's not what I said.
No, but you challenging what we're saying in the Bible.
Because
which is telling me you don't totally believe in the Bible.
That is where no, listen to what I was saying. That's only really rude. But what I was saying is I don't think you should pick and choose to solve an argument, but we have changed, we have evolved so much as a people that it is unreasonable to use this as as more than a guideline. Because that's what I think the Bible is. It is a series of passages, stories, and scriptures that we should use to guide our lives. I don't force my beliefs on anybody else because really and truly it's just me.
Right.
But to say no, that do not live your life like this because this book says so is a bit different. I could tell you I can do this because I feel like I should do that, but I can't tell you not to do it because this.
We can move on from this, but you got.
But just hold on. But hold on. Understand this. I'm not telling people how to live their life, because if I can do that, my life gonna be perfect then. Can't eat bacon. Can't do this. Can't do that. Why may say, I told as a Christian, I can tell you what the Bible says. But it doesn't mean that I may not, as some people say, backslide here and there. I may not let go a few curse words.
Right. Okay.
Because you're first human being.
I get you, man.
This is just a side question. You believe the world was created in 7 days?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
No, I just think that's a guideline thing that people just take as fact.
I thought it was that God's days were timed differently than ours.
There's so many different interpretations
Oh.
of Genesis that you could come. I just think personally you should have your own. But if you were taught and you choose to decide that's what you like, this a place for everything in the Bible. If that's what you taught and that's what you want to do your thing. I just don't think you should use that to condemn somebody else. Not saying you are.
Well, okay.
But for other people that do it, how people is to be like you, people that judge other people.
But I'll be honest with you, I do not like when Christians use the Bible to condemn other people or to justify the things they're saying or doing, because, I mean, at the end of the day, those Christians, their life isn't over. And at some point, they're going to be judged for something.
Just
People
like
can
same
say,
people that
yeah.
judging.
But if it's a Christian, were you doing this? So I don't use the Bible as a reason to do things.
Okay, so but sticking on your Bible, what do you think? What are your beliefs on the sex dolls? As a love guru, but
What I got to do with the Bible?
Because it's not in the
I am
Bible.
so sure there will be a
It's not in the
passage in the
It's not in the
Bible.
Bible, but I don't know.
Man, I studied the God passage in the Bible about not having sex with foreign object. Nah, wait.
Oh, so you know
It's the
your
opposite.
Bible
It's the opposite. There is a part of the Bible where a woman uses a dildo. And Proverbs or Songs of Solomon.
I'm not
So that means the
What's
Bible
up,
probably
Bible that is you
for
got?
King James version. I could. If I knew that we was doing this
have
week,
no dildos in it.
King James version,
Does
it
not
does
have
not say
dildo.
dildo. It obviously doesn't say that, but it'd be like the woman used the likeness of a something and it was like a horse. No, I need to Google this. I need to Google this. Possibly on my phone.
Alright, we will to deal with that in a minute. But wait, what?
I am telling you. I am going to tell you the part. No,
So what did she use as a dildo?
I don't remember
Horse?
what. It wasn't a horse. It was a.
That's not a dildo. That's just damage if you use
It's
a
not a
horse.
horse.
That's
I am telling you this
That's
is anything.
damage.
Nah, boy. So
All right, so to your question though, Marcus, what do you think of sex dolls? You want a Christian?
no, I don't want you Christian.
Perspective?
I want the love guru perspective on sex dolls. Do you think that it's damaging to people's relationships if they get one? If a man get one?
It depends on both parties. Let me say it's a married couple. Yeah?
This get real freaking real fast, boy.
No, but I heard the statements that Marcus was saying earlier. Yeah? Well, both of you guys were saying earlier. And I could understand where you guys coming from. If you're in a marriage, you go and get a sex doll before your wife consent. And she happens to knows about it. That's manipulation. And it is manipulation. That is like masturbating because in front of your wife because she won't give you sex. Now if it's manipulation because you are trying to make her feel bad for not giving you something or doing something sexually that you didn't want.
No, I doing it because she ain't doing it. What do you mean, Ken?
But that's still manipulation because one way or the other, you are doing it still for her to find out at some point.
Oh, you mean like I doing it in front of her face to see that? I mean, out of spite? I doing it out of spite.
Whether you do it in front of her face or whether you purchase a sex doll and you do semi-sex doll, she come home and say, man, what sex doll doing here? What's this with this sex doll?
Okay, same. So
It's manipulation. Now, if you have a sex doll and it's just you and a girlfriend or nothing though, you will go on, no.
okay, same. But so are you saying that in a relationship that it's best that you let your partner know if you get any sort of toy or a sex doll is different? Like a flashlight you could get or well,
What is it with a flashlight? You know?
a flashlight.
Flashlight.
A
It's like,
flashlight.
look, you see this microphone? Imagine you talk with this screws on, and there's silicone vagina.
Yeah, it's like a
Oh,
vagina.
those.
Yeah.
You got one of those markers?
No, I don't.
That's so matter of fact.
But you seem to be really into these toys.
Because I don't have one and I want one.
Material things on the soft course. Do how good. Anyways,
Sponsored by
but
material things. but yeah. So you don't think that it will be damaging to a relationship if the next body like
it could be damaging.
if you get one and you don't tell your partner, and that's like your personal.
It could be damaging because perhaps your partner will want to know why you did it behind her back, why you didn't let her know. You know,
Which I think that's betrayal for real.
Because okay,
Betrayal?
it's not cheating, but you are messing with people's not only emotions but their security and insecurity of them. So you make them insecure.
That's one
So,
thing.
what do you think about masturbating in relationships?
Yeah, I was about to say that I've had times before that women have told me that they've been offended by the fact that their partner just masturbate, and it's like, kind of like an attack on them in a way.
Yeah, because again, it's manipulation. But the problem with masturbation is that you are masturbating and you are thinking about somebody else. Yeah, you've been masturbating 1 or 2 times and thinking about your girl, but the problem with masturbating is when you're lusting about somebody else while you're doing it. So for the woman, it's not just you masturbate, but who are you masturbating?
Thinking about.
But conversely, what is said about a man can be said about a woman too.
So, but you're saying that if I masturbate, that I should tell her that I only masturbate to her then.
Well,
Thinking about her. I mean.
Well, how much times do we play with herself when I was thinking about you?
I don't know. I ain't got no way of knowing unless she tell me thing.
And chances are she would never tell you.
All I would tell you, Ken, is my imagination is very vivid. And they got people that exist like Halle Berry and things. You feel that I did like him, but with the same girl that I
think that telling yourself that you can fantasize about no woman other than your woman is a blatant lie.
Very much a lie.
So like
that's like a pastor saying that he never lied.
Of course. No, saying no that saying that I am going to touch myself thinking about another woman and pursuing another woman is two completely different things. I find the passage, by the way.
Oh, wait.
It's Ezekiel 16:17. You also took your beautiful jewelry made of my gold and my silver I had given to you, and made yourself male images and engaged in prostitution with them. This is King James Version, so the language will obviously be a little different. But she made gold and silver dildos and used them on herself. This is Old Testament too. This is years ago.
You women, so much trash, right? For years, women are trash.
Ezekiel 16.
No, it's a tech Julie Box and just masturbate.
Isn't the only mention of just the one phone call? I know the other one is from. I'm pretty sure it's signed out David Ray.
Are sex dolls false idols? And if we have sex,
that is what I was thinking at first, but then I was like, nah, it can't be done because they don't worship sex. Man, that's why. What do you think?
No,
you do
but
the sex doll?
no, but
is it masturbation or is it making love?
Well, that's a good question. I never had a sex doll, but if I had to use my own opinion, this is not factual. I would just say is just having sex because there's no emotion between you and a piece of plastic.
I just don't even think it's sex. How can that be sex?
This is a very good segue, but when you finish, game.
But it is a
what you said. Sorry.
Go ahead.
But it is a form of an idol, though. They have something called silent idols, and you only know when something becomes an idol when you can't walk away from it. You think you can walk away from it until you are put in a position to walk away from it.
Well, I thought it was false. I know.
I can't occur.
What I was going to segue into was you said if you don't have any emotional attachment to the sex doll, right? Mm-hmm. My question is, what is your opinion on cheating for men and women? Do you think it's different, or do you think is the same level?
You hype about that segue for no reason.
Huh?
You hype about that segue for no reason.
No, because it would have been a nice one if he didn't keep talking, but just like that. But it kind of bears up.
Contrary to what people believe, when a man cheats, when a woman cheats, it's actually quite the same.
Wow.
Let me explain what I mean by that. Obviously, people cheat for all sorts of reasons. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it could just be a simple fact: the man's a rabbit, want to jump from hole to hole. Men cheat because first of all, men cheat because they can, and as Steve Harvey said, because there's a woman there that they can do it with. Mm-hmm. Conversely, the same thing can be said about a woman. No. Women cheat because they can, because there's a man there that's willing to do it with them.
So you feel that women and men cheat for the same reasons?
He said different. Then you said different.
Well, they cheat for the same reasons, but every relationship is different. Okay, so I may cheat on my girl because we got problems, she don't listen or whatever, and they end up having an affair with another woman. Mm-hmm. You may go and cheat on your girl because things tight financially, she ain't really helping you the way you can. You don't know how to deal with it.
That's cheating though?
It's
Sorry,
cheating.
That is taking off.
My girl gonna eat me.
Yeah, they,
Right, but so as long as you step out of your relationship and you have an affair with another woman that has nothing to do with the relationship, it is cheating.
yeah, but it's cheating. Yeah, but I want to know if you hold them to on the same level, because people usually say that on average, not everyone, but on average, that women cheat more for emotional reasons and men more cheat for physical.
When you started talking, you said
What?
men cheat because there's something to go to, and it was like, yeah, that's almost like every case of a man cheating is like,
Yeah.
not that he cares about this woman necessarily, but
Yeah.
he feel I could get that.
Which is why what he said about the emotional attachment brought me there, because a lot of men that I have heard cheated before have said that they're not emotionally attached to the girl, and it's more just kind of they like the chase
thrill.
of getting a girl, and they don't want to lose that when they're in a relationship.
Because women are, and as a known fact, women are emotionally driven. Yeah, men are more physical creatures. So a woman may cheat out of emotions. A man may just cheat because, oh, she look good. Yeah. Let me take a little last year and see what's going on.
You said that like such a non-Christian. That's no.
Man don't say that he come from Marhill Street.
Okay, so let me give you two scenarios, right? A woman sees a man and decides to go after him because she feels an emotional connection there, right? So not only are they having sex, they're also messaging back and forth, and they, she's sending emojis and emoji harness, she man and thing.
Yeah.
And then for the man now, the man saying, man, look, you see them 5 girls out there? I know that them just want a good time out and just a little lash. I ain't gonna message them, I ain't gonna call them, whatever. Do you hold them at the same level of wrong?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it is wrong.
Yeah, it's wrong, but
It's wrong, but
one
are they
person
both
said that's
are they
what the worst
equally
thing
wrong?
It is equally wrong. No matter how you try to justify what they're doing, how you want to qualify whatever way you do it, at the end of the day, it is wrong.
Yeah, it's wrong, but if I jaywalk and if I murder a man, it's not the same level of.
No, but that's not the same analogy, because at the end of the day, one person was murdered, one person jaywalked and got killed by accident.
How it is no. As you said, like one is manslaughter, one is murder, one is still worse than next.
No, man, so we actually went out there to do it.
Well, I get what he means in terms of degrees of murder. Like all murder ain't the same. If I kill you because out of self-defense, or if I murder you with malicious intent, you will get 2 different sentences, right?
All right, let me redirect the same question you asked me to you.
Okay.
Right? Okay. There's a girl. She has a boyfriend.
She's wrong.
Continue, man.
Good. Go on.
She wrong, though.
Right.
So I didn't finish the question, but
Go on.
Continue.
Talking Joe.
The guy his name happens to be Marcus Myers.
Right.
That's coincidental.
Yeah.
The inside man is Marcus.
And the outside man is
Maurice.
Yeah.
Marcus being the best man he possibly can be for her. Doing
As Marcus would, yes.
As Marcus was.
Right.
Being the best possibly man he can be for her. But she decided to go and cheat on Marcus with Maurice.
Nah, that's Beer John.
That's Beer John.
Yeah, that's Beer John.
What's her reasoning though? That's what you want to hear though?
She may just simply have an addiction to sex.
Alright.
So I understand, right? That's where the emotion comes in for some women, but understand not all women cheat because something is wrong in the relationship. There are some women who are sexually driven, highly sexually
Honestly,
driven.
from my experience,
Likewise, it could be sexual on the mind.
honestly, from my experience, I find that rare from the people that I know that have cheated. When the women just cheat, usually when they cheat, they complain about their man in the same conversation. When they told me so, they'll be like, well, yeah, because my man, well, he thing, and not to mention what women, not only women, but men say this about women too, that women just be on their way out of relationship a month before you even know, right? Yeah. So in that case, it's still a horn, but emotionally she ain't there no more. The emotions mean more.
She's more distant.
Yeah, but there's some men that is just be like. I spoke to a fella that I just met, and the same day that we met, he was telling me about all he horny experiences. He didn't care. He was like, whatever. I mean, he was like, yeah, I lashed one thing there, and I went back to my wife and things was cool. But because I just got, he said he needed chase. He just needed chase sometimes, and then he go back to the girl. I don't think that many women, and correct me if I'm wrong, anybody, I don't think that is the same amount of women that just got that same feeling of
You see,
chasing.
when you mentioned that story on YouTubers, like the woman sending the man emojis and thing,
Yeah.
that is where the horn really lies, you know.
Oh my God.
When she's like putting her heart into it, like nah.
Before sex or after sex?
No, I mean,
Let me
period, like I would be more upset. And, like I feel for my girl went out and I don't know, she was drunk and she make a mistake, slip up.
Yeah.
I feel fun, no, she had sex with this man, but she has like an online relationship. Like she and this man DMing and like them like having conversations and then sending
I
pictures
can't
and
eat for
things.
days.
That
would hurt me
would
so bad.
kill me.
Yeah, that would kill
Yeah,
me.
because that's what we call emotional fears.
Right, which is in my opinion worse than the.
So wait, sorry. If you found out that your girl, and if it happened to, but if you found out that your girl went out and just a wanting when she was drunk with a man, you would say that you would feel worse than if you saw the messages.
No, I would not feel worse. I would forgive that one lash.
Whoa.
I can't forgive that one. Like I can see a scenario in my mind where I could forgive that.
I don't know if I can.
That
No, but I
other
can
thing-
understand where he's coming from.
The other thing I
because-
cannot get over. That would kill me.
Yeah.
Because you're saying you are seeing the effort and the time she put in
you
to
like
express
especially if
these
like you
things.
distant with me, and then if you pouring your heart and energy into
Yeah,
another man,
exactly.
like whether you have sex or not, that's more BS than. I think just both vagina be.
You ever get harmed? Okay.
Yeah, couple times
You stay with she?
for a few months, but then eventually
For that
just drift away.
for that reason, or it was for. other
I
reasons?
think I really stuck around because I wanted to know why. But the moment I find out you cheat on me, naturally
You're gonna distance yourself.
I can distance myself. But I stuck around really to find out why.
Oh. You ever get harmed, Kofi?
The same way I just mentioned, and not as lash horn.
You ever got harm, Marcus?
Wait, what's all hard it was?
Be like, no, they find out the girl that start liking another man.
But it wasn't a physical harm.
No.
I thought it was a soft harm, baby.
So what you
Nah, I would kill myself. I would not be here. I would not be here. I would not be here.
Jump, you walk on dead,
Dead
You ever
straight.
got harm, Marcus?
I think so, honestly.
You think so?
I don't think so. I had some pretty good girls though, so I don't know.
So what you saying, though?
Wait, you have some pretty good girls, so they're too good for you.
No, that too,
What did you just say,
possibly
B?
that too. But no, I had some pretty good girls that I don't think that they really think. I think they had a few message harms that I did not appreciate. They had a few message harms, but compared to some of the harms that is here, man, I get away, boy. You get harm, Omar.
Yeah.
Come on, Omar.
Man, I've never seen Roar. That's a docile.
Maurice, it's all matter here. Maurice, you ever get harmed, Maurice?
Yes.
You want to come and talk to me, man?
There's 5 men crying.
I'm still dealing with everything.
Oh, sorry. Wait, but you ever harmed? Yes, you've harmed.
When I was a teenager, yes.
Oh, but never for a day.
No.
Oh.
False, and never again.
Oh. I to be honest with you, I couldn't take the message harm. So imagine now if
You ever cheated on a woman?
what's cheating? Honestly, what's cheating?
I think we just discussed that.
You have a message horn. You're a girl, B? Like you was ever with a girl and you friends with someone else?
You ever step out of your relationship secretly?
Yes.
So you're a woman.
Yes. I kissed the girl, and I liked it actually.
Okay, Perry.
Well, you had a girl.
No, actually, that's wrong. I actually didn't like it, which is why I stopped. But it could have went further, but I stopped because I was just like,
What you really doing?
yeah, what are you really doing? I feel
You know, I've never
disgusting.
cheated on a woman.
This not before you were born again. You ever cheat?
Never.
I know that one Christians that say things funny, you know.
No, I've
I
never.
That you only come after the baptism. You know,
No, I've-
So you body calling
never-
just after everybody.
yeah, get baptized every year. Yeah, baptized every year. Body calls reset, man. You never harm?
Never.
I think that's a lie, Kane.
No, never.
All right.
If you ask me,
Like,
if
not even a message
if I may have lust, like I'm a lust after, yeah, but I've never cheated on a woman.
You never flirt with another girl, like?
Well, I had my girlfriend.
Not this one. I mean, before.
Period.
Before.
No, well, I had a girl. No.
Right, that's admirable. For lack of a
I
better
guess
word.
so. Yeah.
No, but they do have, unfortunately, can't say markets, but they do have guys that do have women like that.
See. So what you got?
So-
I listen to you.
Now, if women ever did that to me, behind my back, well, yeah.
Yeah. See.
Cheating just don't make sense to me. That's just what you say.
The thing is, it makes total sense to me, but I don't think you should do it.
Why does that
It
make
makes sense because you're a man, we are men, and we are hunters.
Right.
So it's by nature for us as lions to go after the lioness,
Right.
go after the prey.
My thing is, I've heard men tell me basically like that they never harm to in any way compromise the relationship. It never goes back to the girl. It never affects what happens at home. They just go. It's kind of like then left home just to go on. I say that horning is basically live action porn. You know how it's like be jerking in front porn whatever. Instead, it's like doing it just jerking with no hands. Somebody else is doing it for you.
I ain't really understand what you're trying to say.
What I was saying is
No.
the emotions aren't there the same way that you're watching.
That's what we're trying to say.
Right. So it's like, but that's the way it was framed to me when they do
Man,
it. But from the women that I spoke to, it's always but he was doing shit. So.
which is what's got me, like, I will never forget a time, like, I was by a girl I fell asleep at this girl's house, and at 2 o'clock in the morning, she wake up and was like, she man's coming home from work now, I need to leave.
You knew shit, man?
No. I would never forget. I was like, and then like later on, only when she started, I was like, oh, so you got a man, and then she started complaining about it, and I was like, I felt used there, but
You felt used me?
it felt disgusting, me.
Let me ask you a question. You got a girlfriend. You came home, and you found your girl in bed with another girl. Hold on, Nathan.
I feel disgusting. I said, well, I wasn't invited. But more importantly, like, what wrong with me that you got another woman in bed?
You know, I'm glad you said that
You
because
ain't got no vagina though? You ain't got no vagina?
You know,
yeah, but any day it makes you it breaks my ego.
I'm assuming your genitals, huh?
It breaks my ego. It ain't there. You coming home. You ever to see you coming home and seeing your woman with another man, but another woman.
I can be honest with you.
You won't care though. That's still a horn.
I tell you, Mark.
I prefer another woman to
You prefer, yeah, like, I would prefer a woman to a man, but even
I've heard men say
I don't
that
think
until
I'd be
Right
more
position.
confused. Why is it another woman?
Yeah. I've heard men say the same thing.
Like, I'm
until
not
they get
fulfilling
in
you that
position.
much.
I would more say why you didn't tell me. That's the only thing. I thought we should be able to tell each other things.
All right, you know what was the problem?
Well,
You're not thinking there's a butch lesbian. Like, this and the other girl. There's a girl that.
nah, I wasn't thinking about.
There's a girl that playing got hormones. She shot fly, chest really fly.
Yeah.
You can see like a 3/4 jeans pants and carrying around a pair of Timbs.
A butch is a horn. A butch.
Yeah. This is still a woman though. It's still a woman.
I can ask you a question,
thinking
Marcus.
butch yet either.
You freaky? When they say freaky, you got your freaking you though. I feel like Marcus. I feel the reason why Marcus ain't got a girl, right?
I get home.
I feel like Marcus got a girl. Marcus said, "Man, I want to try this. Let me try this."
Try what? Like when you say freaky, what's your level of freaky? What does freaky mean?
God dildo.
Nah, breeze.
Nah.
If I have a dildo.
No. You take the dildo.
What?
You take the dildo. You take a dildo. Go ahead, her vagina.
Oh, okay.
I gave her anal sex like you see in her.
That's not where I
Oh,
thought you
wait,
were
what?
going with that. That's not where I thought you were going at all. That's not where I saw you going.
Nah, I've never done it. I've never.
You didn't go in any direction I thought you were going. I'm very glad.
But there's a very interesting podcast because we start by when we first start talking about gear,
Yeah.
from gear to part Christianity to getting hard.
Right.
The 3 pillars of business society. Dr. Japan knows the completely.
But I guess I am freaky. But I've never been dildo freaky though. I've never dabbled. In any way, I've never given a lady. I've never provided. This is weird. This is getting so weird. Somebody else says like,
No, about to say, please clear that up. You're
Yeah,
not
no,
dildo.
No,
You're not dildo
I mean,
freaky.
for what Ken just said.
See, that's what I mean. I thought Ken was getting direction to pegging, and it was ready to
Yeah,
leave.
but even so though, even I've never used any sex toy on a female ever.
You would handcuff.
I'm not against it though, huh?
You would handcuff.
By the time you get handcuffs, but my hand kept coming out your handcuffs. I tried that maybe.
How big that is, dog?
No, not big. That there wasn't hooking. Good.
Oh.
So then we would have to pretend that I was, and then
Nah,
I was just
breathe.
like, yeah, nah, I can't, nah. So yeah,
Rowan had a role play. And
nah.
you have to role play.
But yeah. To answer you, Ken, I'm not freaky. I mean, I'm freaky, but not that kind of freaky.
Oh yeah.
I ain't against you using a dildo on a girl.
My
I
God.
don't think I'm mad against using a dildo on a girl.
Use that.
I'm a dildo on two things.
I saw a human being back the stairs.
What?
Wait, that's what he's doing instead of sex.
What are you talking about?
What is it? So the Bible condemns dildos.
I don't understand. Wait, I just know. I just
You meant all over the place.
I think there's.
Right.
So,
Go
as a
on,
Christian
go on.
man, you don't really have sex as often anymore.
Right.
You try not to, I should say.
I try not to.
As a replacement, do you have sex with your girl for dildo?
No.
Oh, that would be an interesting compromise.
Because it would still lead to me wanting to do the actual thing.
But I mean, then I guess you could. It's head against.
But the man, right, I was no against the man looking at sex as intercourse. Sex
Right, I was
anymore.
no guys like it's head against your views.
Heads,
Yeah,
There's
oral
nothing-
sex fellatio.
there's nothing in the Bible that speaks against it.
Right, so
And this is what annoys me. When Christians, pastors, whoever, preach on things that's not in the Bible, what the Bible is silent about, don't preach on it. There's nothing wrong with it. What a man does or what a woman does in the comfort of their home or bedroom, so that I love hey.
I'm just human.
I'm a human being. But remember when we looked in the dictionary and apparently one of the definitions of sodomy was
yes,
oral and
as I
oral
was telling
and
you,
anal.
yes.
So if you found out tomorrow that when they talk about sodomy in the Bible that it included oral as well, because one of the definitions in the Bible in the dictionary today, is both oral and anal.
The
Would you
Bible
stop
doesn't- I
doing
don't
it?
think
Don't tell me
uses the
what
word
the dictionary.
It doesn't use sodomy?
I don't think Bible uses the word sodomy. I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
But
It would say a man lay with a man. It wouldn't say a man sodomized a man.
so then nothing in the Bible says something about anal sex?
Yes, it doesn't specify anal sex. It would say if a man lay with a man as he lays with a woman. As in, if a man put it in a hole in a man. That's the problem. It doesn't say. It doesn't say if you drop it in the mouth.
So then the Bible doesn't say anything about anal with a woman, eh?
No, it doesn't. I think it went out of his way to do that.
What you trying to say, B?
I try and say that it
You
felt
trying to
like
say
it went out of his way.
the disciples
I don't know about
that
disciples
life?
though. But then was fishermen. I don't know what fishermen do. Let's hear about sailors. Sailors that sound like some serious men.
Serious.
So I mean, if that were Matthew the boat.
That's funny. All right. Let me move on from that, man. This is such a big jump from sex to politics.
My head hurting, by the way.
Politics. But we gotta talk about this because we's well 5 men in this room, and they had a what was it? It wasn't a debate. It was just I think a call-in program. But Maureen Holder, she's a social commentator and stuff. She said that there needs to be a national debate whether or not Barbados is ready for a female prime minister, and if we should get one. So what do you think about that? Seeing that you was in politics, right?
Yeah.
Right. So what do you think about it as a aspiring thing?
Politician.
I don't see why there's a need for a national debate, especially coming from her position where she was investigating becoming a politician herself. As I would have told you, Marcus, you have women at the top of the corporate ladder, whether they're CEOs, whether they are managers, whatever they are, they have shown that they can do the job. Now, when you bring that back into politics, you have Mia Motley.
Right.
Because that conversation came up because of Mia Motley
Right.
and also Lynette Eastman. So here you have two women who are
Possibilities.
possibility of becoming the statesman for the entire country.
Right.
Now, Mia Motley has shown has been proven that she can do the job. Likewise, Lynette Eastman, they both have the experience, the proven experience that they can do the job. So I don't see why there's a need for a national debate, but perhaps what some people may be looking at, we live in a society where some people, and by extension men, believe that only men should be the leaders of certain positions, whether as a member of parliament or as a prime minister. But I don't see why there's a need for a national debate unless she's just doing it for the calling program and she want to look good on radio.
Do you think there's a difference between men leading and women leading, or not really?
There is a difference. You can't run from it.
What's the difference?
Many women lead by emotion, and it's been proven. And it's not to say that it's a bad thing either, because it's another side of leadership. The different side, the different style.
When you say lead by emotion, you mean like I feel this decision should be like this, and I'll make a decision because of my feeling, or you mean like I feel bad today, and my decisions will reflect?
I won't really go that far to say like that, but sometimes in life as a leader, all you have is a gut feeling. And something that gut feels all you can go by. So if you feel that this decision should be done, then you go ahead and do it. Now, you probably say, well, that really making any sense. I mean, you know. But what would you say about a man who made or think he made a logical decision based on how he feel about the situation? Because logical decisions are still fueled by emotions. Yes, you may have the statistics and so forth, but emotions are still fueling that logical decision.
I do have a question. That was a question? Because you phrased the question that you spoke on. You were asking us a question or no?
I was asking a question.
Oh.
What would you say about that? Frandel don't think that he needs to speak.
Right.
Because that's how he feels about
So then you would say that you think Frandel is emotional?
I would say that he needs to speak. But yes, I think a lot of his decisions, though he may think it is logical, is still fueled by some form of emotions. The point I'm getting at is that I don't think I'm contradicting myself when I'm saying this, but though women are driven by emotion, it doesn't take away that oftentimes their decisions are not made off of logical thinking.
Okay, you said that before. What is your proof for that in leadership?
Okay, I once worked in a company where this manager, a lot of her decisions were driven via emotion. Now, let me explain what I mean. Now, she was very bent on customer service. Yeah, we must give the best customer service there is. Yeah, when an employee does something that she does not like, she walks into the room in front of customers and go up and say, "Yo, what you doing?"
In front of the customers?
In front of the customers.
Right.
No, that is not logical thinking, and that's not the best proven way of leadership. But nonetheless, it was driven by emotions.
Okay, but isn't that like anecdotal evidence as opposed to like that happened? That's one event that happened in your life.
That's not like a
Okay,
what would make a generalization?
What would you say about Mia Motley now? That she heard the cries of the people when it comes to taxes, the increase in taxes, the lack of job opportunities. And not only because of logical thing, because she is very brilliant,
Yeah.
but
You
she
think she's-
felt
right.
the need to hold a march.
Right.
Notice she felt a need, which means that is emotionally driven. And it worked because there were other people who were emotionally driven by the same situation.
But so is that a
Hold on. But consider me and Molly is the leader of the opposition.
right.
Some form of emotion will have to take place for her to get there, not only logical thinking. And she's a brilliant woman.
But my question to you, Ken, is that a good female leadership thing, or is that just a good leadership?
That's what I was going
Right.
to ask. 'Cause if I as a politician, especially hear 1,000 voters say they want something, I can easily spend that in my favor. I don't need the feeling to know that the cries of 1,000 and a piece of these 1,000 is 1,000 voters. So I just think that that is a logical step to have a march, not
Right.
not an emotional decision.
But that even the point I was making was that I think every good leader should be empathetic in a way that they still know the pulse of the people and how people feel.
Right.
Whether that is in an organization or that is for the country. So I mean, even though Mio has proven to do that with the march, but also I feel that any males in leadership should feel that way as well.
It's true.
But that goes back to your point about saying that that's it.
No, but you are right.
Right.
You are right. But notice how often males do it. When you had the issue with the NUPW, that was driven by a woman in the NUPW. Now, you are right in the question you asked. But what I can say is that what me and Marley did in regards to the march was very strategic. Some people may say it did not work, but it did work because it sent a very big statement to the Prime Minister. And what it did said was that people are tired and they're ready for change. Now, that says a lot about her leadership. She was able not only to strategize something like that, but lead people, thousands of people in a march to make a statement to the Prime Minister.
Okay.
So it did work. And what it also showed the Prime Minister, what it also showed a lot of people who may be DLP supporters or what's not, that Mia has a strong backing regardless of what people may even think about her character.
You say that you I don't know if you're still in the political game.
Yes, I am. To
So-
some point.
What side you on?
Well, I'm backing my leader, Lynette Eastman. I like the direction she's going.
Listen.
I like the direction she's going. And I think she would do a fantastic job once given the opportunity.
I think she would too, actually. From what I know of Lynette Eastman, because I know her from. Cause she's been like arts and stuff too, right?
Yeah.
Right. So that's how I know her, and I just from hearing about her, she's a very level-headed person. My only thing is, I was advised by a political commentator before. He was saying that it's difficult for these other smaller, younger groups to come up and actually take a position in office, as opposed to the BLP, DLP.
No, I can understand what you said. And there's no argument there because, let me keep it real. At the end of the day, people are going to vote or will want to vote for which party or parties are established. And by extension, BLP and DLP, because the reality is those are the guys with the money.
Is it just money? I always assumed that it was more familiarity. I don't want someone running the country that I don't know.
That is very true too. But,
People know her, though.
Not just that. I'm not saying they don't know her.
You mean in general?
Like what you what do you saw man the party name and you picked up? No, it's and something. It's like he might have the best. It's and something. He might have the best policies, the best everything, but at the end of the day, You either don't know who he is or know he's a something man. You're not gonna put something man around your country.
It's not only a matter of if you know the person, but how you feel about the person.
That too, yes.
Yeah.
Because if once you could be the best, you could be the best leading rapper, not likable.
Right. Because listen, on the day of voting, people are gonna go to that poll and say, listen, I want he or she to run this country based on how I feel about what I think they can do.
Let me ask you a question. Who you prefer? And if you had to be, as you said, logical and rational, who you prefer between Mia and Lynette Eastman?
What you want your man not to say Lynette?
No, I can answer that question very easily. I would first say Lynette Eastman. But I can also say Mia. There are two different types of leadership there. Mia is more aggressive. She's very aggressive, she's very outspoken. But it doesn't mean she can get the job done. Lynette Eastman, she has a laid-back personality, but she's a very sharp thinker, which can work, but which can also work against her. Now, I back Lynette Eastman 100%.
Okay.
The question at the end of the day is, who the people are going to vote for? Who can... When people go to the polling stations, the first question and the only question that get hit their head, who can do the job?
You think that DLP can get put back in power? Or do you think there's a high probability or a low probability that?
I think it's a very low probability they're going to get back in. Because, hard or soft, this country is money driven, more than ever now. People need money. And DLP has not inspired hope in the people
That's David Thompson.
that they can get money in their pocket.
Yeah.
Now, part of being a leader ultimately is to inspire hope. People put you there to give them hope for a better today, for a better tomorrow. At the end of the day. Because the hope is also a substance of surety that you're going to do this. And hope is also a substance of faith. And at this moment, many people lack a lot of faith right now in the acting government.
Actually, I was looking for this thing here. No, wait, give me. Look it right here. So these statistics came out. This by Kev's Politics. He summarized things and put them out on Twitter, whatever, right? He said the Barbados Central Bank review of the economy. The economy grew by 1%. Fiscal deficit falls by 197 million to 399.5 million. The government debt is 146% of the GDP. Foreign reserves fell by $274 million to $410 million. So we have 6.6 weeks of imports left. Unemployment is 10.2%, inflation 4%.
So he's basing this on what statistics? And I'm not being difficult. I know
No, he summarized what came up by Central Bank. It's not what his calculations is, Central Bank calculations. I was just reading him what he summarized.
No, the honest truth, I can't answer. You can't give it an answer to somebody who don't know. That's the reality of it. I can't answer that there, but I find it very interesting how either the former governor or the present governor giving these statistics, this other financial institution giving these statistics, that's other body giving this statistics. So what's really true? As I said, I cannot give you an answer to that.
I'm not running central bank, and assuming central bank calculated correct.
Yeah.
So
you
you hope it's calculated correct, but consider the central bank is being governed by who?
But those aren't. I thought those aren't numbers necessarily backing anything the DLP has done from what I understand. Marcus, right? Those are making the current government sound terrible.
So that sounds like
we said 6.6 weeks of imports left. That's
a lie.
And the
crazy.
And the minimum we should have is 12. So we hit lick back. So people, I think say that we should go to the IMF the governor central bank, this former governor central bank said we should go to the IMF instead of devaluing the dollar.
Instead of devaluing the dollar.
You agree, or you this ain't that ain't really your place to say? You already
But that ain't really my place to say. But this much you can say in terms of bringing revenue in the country and circulating the income. I believe what needs to be done is you need to improve or enhance the foreign exchange. You got to aggressively market the offshore business offerings. And what do you mean by that? Bring more Gildans into the country.
When you say Gildans, what do you mean?
The Gildan
Business.
offshore
Okay.
company.
Yeah. So you just mean more offshore companies?
Exactly. Offer them a
But,
package that they can't walk away from.
Don't we already do that though? Like a prime Barbados is a tax haven for offshore companies.
So where are they leaving?
I don't know.
They got Stony Road, B.
I think there. I think
I mean,
that,
I just said got
there are
enough
several
reasons- got enough
other
reasons
reasons
why.
that they could be leaving.
Yeah, but you don't need them to leave. You need them to stay.
No, we need them to stay. But
Exactly.
I mean, one more. If we already like, they're pretty much operating here, and spending as little as possible. We can't make them. We can't tell them we're going to build a building for you. What can
No,
we possibly give
but
them?
you give them concessions. You offer them something.
Like what? I mean, what more can we give?
We really got nothing to give, okay?
Sugar?
Sand?
You're right, because also the tourism.
Oh, self-tourism. Why is there?
Also the tourism.
There's a
There's
void.
nothing.
There's a void. There's nothing.
There's a void, but no, seriously. The
I get what
last-
you're saying, okay.
But
Yeah, I understand.
you don't need offshore companies exiting the country, especially when they're creating a lot of jobs.
Right.
You seriously don't need
I
it.
guess it's not profitable though. I, as a business, I mean, like, why am I going to?
Yeah,
That's-
because if the taxes are going to be high,
but it's
But
not
what's the
high for
point?
them.
so why are they leaving and going to India, China? Where they going to those places?
But they probably got other reasons other than
I don't think it can be just
it's-
taxes.
Yeah, I think
They
there's
pay
more
very
determining factors.
little taxes.
Right.
Business offshore businesses pay very little taxes.
They're supposed to pay very little.
I don't know. From what I understand from my BCC level politics, which is also 2 years ago, they don't really pay much. If any, in some cases, if anything.
Yeah.
So if they're leaving, I guess it's Stooling Road.
Yeah.
Stooling Road. The people don't want work.
yeah. So I don't know, man. But I guess that I can't really think of anything else. You got anything else? Yeah, I think basically done. Before we go, any tips for Valentines? Because Valentines kind of
As you love Guru.
Yeah, as you love Guru, you go.
Got dozens of roses. Got some chocolate, Cadbury more specifically. So that way when you now actually shouldn't say this here Cadbury.
Say it,
Nah,
man.
guys. I mean,
No, you want something sweet that will melt in the woman's lips. You know.
I feel touched.
I got
just what are we doing?
I guess
I don't
some,
like that.
What's the lips real
No,
nasty?
I don't like
That's
that.
what I be.
Bad touch.
I never been Cadbury.
dozens of roses.
Yeah, baby.
Dozens of roses, Cadbury chocolate, and some baby oil. Whatever happened, after that happened.
Brethren.
This is the INO podcast.
But listen though.
Yeah, these final words, man.
All right. The reason why there's Valentines is because there's still people out there who still believe in love. That's the reality of it. And don't tell me about
You want to go out because there's two.
And that obviously involves some baby oil.
And that involves some baby oil.
Just in case.
Johnson & Johnson to be more specific.
I mean, man, this
Are you
man is
sponsored?
sponsored by Cadbury and Johnson.
Right?
All right.
The reason why Valentine's works is because there's still got people out there believe in it, and I personally believe there's somebody out there for somebody.
So,
like,
not the pushy podcast, but for a single man.
take
For
it.
single men, because we just in this room.
Yeah.
What ways do? Like we want to approach a girl, no, and tell her look, I want to take her out for Valentine's Day.
Do that?
Nah.
So you don't got a certain
Nah, I can say
approach.
hi.
You got
Sorry.
you got a certain approach that you could give me.
Be yourself.
That's the words I'm voicing.
Just,
Hence
That
why
is
I'm
so
still
poor.
single.
just,
I was being myself for years and never that got me.
I'm nowhere. I'm garbage because of it.
it just means that you will find the woman who will accept you for who you are, because the last thing you want to do is go into character of somebody else just to get this one person. Then you eventually get tired of being the person you are not, and then she, wants to know about who
But I
this
mean, I
person.
think it could be Idris. I can be Idris.
Yeah, if you can eat yourself over there, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Me-
but eventually you can get tired of being you.
I-
It's not you.
I don't do it often, but the times that I like are so much more successful than the times that I am myself. Do you want to podcast? Do you honestly? Anyway,
Marcus approached the girl like, yeah, baby.
I love you so for this. The clap is you want me. The clap.
No, but be yourself. Look, listen, let me tell you how I met my girl. One day she came in Kid Shepherd looking for a pair of shoes. So I was just sitting there and so forth. A guy said, "Wait, can I your girlfriend?" I look at her. I said, "You got a boyfriend?" She said, "No." She asked me if I got a girlfriend. I said, "No." I said, "Yeah, this is my girlfriend." And just like that. And they got her number. And 2 years later, we together.
Nah, she had thoughts for you. Because if that happened to me, she would have said you.
No, but it worked because I was being myself.
You girls sound a bit easy though, okay?
No.
I think I'm going by the ridiculous, going by the situation. Going by
my god.
I thought it was not easy, B.
Oh my
Good
God.
grief. I'm just
my
saying. Well, but she may not be. Shout out because you probably watch this.
Oh my god. I apologize.
Or what?
Perhaps he just got swag. I got finesse.
Let's go with that. You have swag, Ken.
Man look at a girl and was like, use my window.
That is so cute. That is so cute, manish, right?
I mean,
You come here. You are now my woman. No question.
Yes, daddy.
Yes, daddy. Yes, there we are.
it's called being a gentleman.
Well, I
It's
just,
not gentlemen though.
And it's called confidence.
Okay, well I could live with that.
Hey, shout out to Ken's girlfriend though. You have quite a man on your hands.
That's true.
I expect some chocolates, some baby oil, flowers.
Apparently, you're designing on baby chocolates and baby oil. I don't know what you do there.
No, you don't dip the chocolate in the baby oil.
So what girls to give men though?
That's a really good question because I can't speak
I
for all
don't have
men,
sex because apparently as all women just give you a birth.
but I do already ask
Valentines.
for nothing much. I mean, just appreciation, maybe take me over there, do something about.
Head.
Yeah. can't go wrong that department.
So that's it. That's it.
What would you want from his Marcus?
Hey, I just asking if you agree.
Man, it's been nice when a woman do something for you though.
It'd be nice.
Actually, they got.
But Valentine's is ready for men or for women. I feel it's more.
Valentine's is a woman's holiday.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, and look how we can segue into finishing this off with a nice knot, right? This is ongoing, but so I can't say that yet, right? In case I totally jeopardize anything that happens, right? But anyway, last week this girl bought me all chicken roti from Chefette, and I've been thinking about it every single day. Every single day,
I
like
don't know the cook.
she just bought me, and she was just like, I paid whatever last time, whatever, and she was like, oh well, I'll just I just been thinking about that. I don't know if it's that
The roti or her.
Oh no, the roti is amazing. The roti is absolutely amazing. But no, I was thinking about the fact that she got it for me though. I guess it.
When a woman do something and it's like not just sick on your face, it's refreshing.
Yeah, because you don't expect it. You usually think that that's their go-to because it works.
But you making it seem real new. It's happened to me a time and it felt like caught off guard. Like I was real defensive when it happened because I was not sure how to take it.
Yeah, and it happened to me
like,
before too, but it's not in a while.
I just felt like nah.
Yeah, it happened in a while that a woman just came to me and was just like, have things because I like you, as opposed to just, her body or whatever. But, anyway.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like when a woman give me things.
I did not chocolate.
I do not feel a way when she does it either.
How you feel if she gave baby oil?
Oh, I feel good.
That means something coming apparently.
That what?
Say it, come in, say it.
This is the INO podcast. This is the INO podcast that we were trying to finish. We last about 20 minutes. Next time we're gonna probably find a girl to bring on and continue this Valentine's conversation because we need representation for the women. And thanks for coming, Ken. And big up, Ken girlfriend. We out.
This is the INO podcast where we're all about healthy debate, honest conversation, and talking beer junk. Information, knowledge, observation.